let's dive in straight away. So today is the last video in the mini series of 3 videos that we did for Easter. Just a quick reminder, we started 2 weeks ago with some famous historical Easter jewels, looking in particular at Fabergé eggs. Then last week we looked at the symbolism of circles and why they represented Easter so well. And this week I would like us to look at the circular shape in jewellery. It's a vast topic, but let's try and cover that in 5 minutes or so. Welcome to your Saturday Jewellery Rendezvous, your weekly catch up with all things jewellery related. And I am Sophie, your host. I'm also a jewellery designer and maker and the founder of the award-winning jewellery practice SMG based in London, UK. As I said, today we're going to look at circles in jewellery. Let's all agree that jewellery tells stories. It's not only about style, but it's also about identity, heritage, intention. And with Easter being a time for renewal, I think it's perfectly fitted to look at that humble but powerful shape that's the circle. And when we last week looked at the circle in jewellery very briefly at the very end of the video, the first piece of jewellery that came to mind was the ring. Very true, but there is so much more than just rings. There are bangles, there are hoop earrings, there are links of a chain necklace, there are clasps. It's so ingrained in us that it's actually our favorite geometrical shape as human beings. I'd like us to dive into one particular capsule collection that I created and that I've called Scheherazade. It's all based around the circle, obviously, but it has more than that. As you've probably guessed from the name Scheherazade, it stems from the 1001 Nights Tale, and that particular capsule collection is celebrating resilience, creativity, and strength of narrative. At the heart of the collection is a set of 7 rings. Why 7? For lots of reasons. First, because of the significance of the number 7. In many cultures, 7 is sacred number. It represents protection, healing, and spiritual wholeness. And if we look more closely at that set of 7 rings, each ring is individual and unique, yet they are all linked together by an inextricable link, that metal loop that keeps them together. They cannot exist one without the rest of the 7. And it's very symbolic. That loop that keeps them together is really that reminder that although we are individuals and unique, we are part of something that's much greater. That number 7 is also the 7 days of the week. That's why also I've called the various designs under the Scheherazade capsule semaine, for semaine meaning week in French. The inspiration for that particular capsule collection comes from an ancient tradition that's still very much alive today in North African countries of women wearing 7 bangles. And it's more than just a decoration, it's also a form of protection, of presence, and a reminder of the rhythm of life. Also, what's lovely is the sound of those bangles chiming is said to ward off evil and bad spirits, or to just simply keep the wearer connected to the passing of time and connected to herself. I've also played on 7 rings that are either concentric circles or that are stacked. So you get 4 designs in total available either in sterling silver or gorgeous 18-karat yellow golds. And 2 of those designs, the earrings and the pendants, are with concentric circles, like a ripple effect if you want. And you get 2 designs, the ring and the bangle, that are made of 7 stacked bangles. So here is one of the design, the beautiful semaine ring in solid 18-karat yellow golds. As you can see, it's made of those 7 individual rings linked together with that gorgeous ribbon of metal that I've completely locked at the back as well. And there is beautiful movement as well, because that ribbon allows each ring to move. As you can see, it's not keeping them in place, so you can, which makes it really easy to put on, because although it becomes quite a wide ring. It's not a solid block, so you can very easily put it on. And what I should also say is that the bangle comes in child sizes as well, so it makes a beautiful gift to mark a particular milestone. So now you know that when you are gifting a piece from the Scheherazade collection, you're gifting so much more than just a beautiful adornment. You're also offering all those meanings behind the design, that reference to that ancient tradition of the passing of time, but also the meaning of the number 7, which in many cultures is a talisman. Think of the 7 wonders, the 7 chakras, the 7 heavens, and obviously the 7 days. It's seen as a sacred, magical number. It's a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. It's a symbol of completion and wholeness. And that's what I wanted to capture with that Scheherazade capsule collection. That sense of unicity in multiplicity. That sense of the 7 rings connected together as one. So if that has sparked some interest, I've released a brand new blog on circles in jewelry that you can find on my website. I will link that in the comments below. And let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like to treat yourself to some Easter related jewelry, I've also curated a special edit that you will find also on the website. Again, I'll put the link below. In the meantime, thank you for joining me again today. Have a wonderful Easter weekend. Remember, it's all about connection and unity. Enjoy your family and friends, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.